Bronzer. Hey y'all, I am back. I know it's been 2 months since I last uploaded a video, and I'll be honest, I'd recorded some other videos beforehand, but I got too lazy to edit it, so I'm just saying this right now that like there'll be a hodgepodge of a couple of different videos that you're going to be seeing, so but I thought it'd be a good time to just have a video right now. I'll do more videos later on like where I have been, what I've been up to these past couple of months, but just thought we'd jump right back into it. So today we're just doing a get ready with me. I think I have everything out that I need. We'll see for sure, but let's go and let's get to it. So I think the big thing that I was going to talk about today is that like this is a summer, because spoilers, I do actually have a job. I'll talk more about that later. But like, and when I mean later, I mean in a later video, but with all of that, I have time this summer. I have responsibilities, but I also just am not as worried about things like having to travel to help family, which was a big thing that had happened last summer. The summer before that I actually did a lot of work, but I was also in like the height of a really bad kind of depressed period of time, where I was not coping well generally with just grad school and being an adult. It's gotten better, I think, or not really, but I like to say that I have. But so I decided that this summer I was going to have fun. I do kind of miss being in Kentucky. Like that is something I didn't think I was going to say, but I do miss Kentucky a lot. There was a lot of really good things that I liked about living specifically in Lexington. Like I think that was the big thing, is I really liked Lexington actually. I would joke there's no culture or anything because like it would take a while to go to any big museums, but overall I look upon that time really fondly, and I do miss it a lot. But I think also I missed Minnesota when I stopped living in Minnesota for a long time, so that could also be a big thing in the whole situation. But so like I did with my New Year's resolutions, which I also still need to do an update video on that, I decided to make a huge summer bucket list, because that just seemed to make sense for me to be like, yeah, we will do a cute little bucket list for all the things that I want to do this summer and that I'm going to try to get done. Whether or not I'm successful in that will remain to be seen, but we will see. No pun intended, but actually, I don't really like what I did here, but I'm just going to do it on both sides, because I'm just trying out a couple of different things, because I have nothing to do. I mean, not that I don't have anything to do today. I've got a lot of writing to do, but because I've been writing a lot of papers, but I don't have anywhere to be specifically. That's the biggest thing in all of this. So the first two things on my summer bucket list kind of go hand in hand, because I want to read 3 physical books and listen to 3 audiobooks. So those are the first 2. And also with them, I put little boxes so that once I can check them off. So it's a little bit faster. And I've already picked out one audiobook that I'm starting to listen to. It's this one right here. I am forgetting the name. I think it's They Came for the Schools. Again, you will see the title right there, and I forgot where I literally put the eyeshadow that I was using / bronzer. I swear, I tried to prep myself beforehand for all of this, but literally as I was talking, I forgot where I put things. It was hiding underneath a strap, so that is why I couldn't find it. But so yeah, that is the book I'm starting to listen to, and then I'm going I've got a couple of options for books. I went to see like the Dan McClellan book signing, so I got this book, and I actually got to meet him. Like, here's the photo of me and Dan Beecher. So I may start by reading that book because I just got it. And I may just try to read the books I have here at the house, but I also got a library card for the Orange County Library so that I can go pick up some books there, because maybe I want to read some other like classics. Like, kind of want to read some of Steinbeck's. I've only ever read Of Mice and Men. Didn't care for it, but I'm like, people love Grapes of Wrath, East of Eden. Maybe try something else, or pick up something like The Pearl because it's a short book. Just try to get myself back into like reading physical books, and usually having like a shorter book kind of gets that like excitement going. The other books I have are like The Encanto's Daughter. I just got that from the library today. I put it on hold, and so I'll probably listen to that as a second book. And then I'm hoping, depending, it may get counted as Everything's Tuberculosis by John Green. That's like the third book. Or one of the other books, because I also got Bluest Eyes by Toni Morrison, because I'm like, I need to read a lot more. Or the Toni Morrison one is one that I have like on hold, so hopefully I will get to read that soon. So those are the big ones for me this, like, for reading that I want to get done, because I think it'd be kind of fun to just go, like, I need to get back into reading. Y'all saw that one Vlogmas where I'd read so many books. A lot of them I had started actually in October, when I'd been back in California to watch my parents' dog / my dog / the family pet, because my parents were going on a trip, but I had kind of fallen by the wayside because life got crazy and I was only reading occasionally. But now I am back to reading, and I know it doesn't seem that crazy for my look, but I don't want anything. I'm not going too bold right now. I just want kind of almost a clean girl, but I do like some sparkle, and I am, oh, so close. Like, I have hit a lot of pan on this one, like you can see. So I kind of want to finish that off. Honestly, if I can finish that off by the end of the summer, that would be great. Which means I need to actually wear my makeup more often, because I have not been consistently wearing makeup in a long time. I know I'd said at the beginning of the year that I wanted to do that, and then just depression got the better of me, I think. But so those, like I said, those are the books that I wanted to do. And then I want to go have a picnic. Like, we have some nice parks, and also with the picnic, it could go hand in hand with another one where it's going to the beach, because I live next to the beach, but I never go. Also, this is going to take a sec. Okay, eyeliner is on. I just, like I said, I wanted to give myself a second for that. But yeah, I was thinking picnic, and there's a couple of options with that one. Like, my parents, we go to Shakespeare by the Sea, which is a troupe that does Shakespeare performances, and that usually becomes a picnic because it's free, it's in the park. But yeah, have a picnic, go out and do stuff. And like I said, also go to the beach, because I live in Southern California. I live so close to the beach. I even got myself a new swimsuit because I'd been the biggest problem was I accidentally packed away all my swimsuits in the storage unit. So I don't have any swimsuits here. So I got myself a new swimsuit. Hopefully something that makes me feel a little comfortable in my own skin. So also, I am so close, I think, to actually finishing up my Colourpop foundation. I've had this one for quite some time, but I'm finally thinking I'm going to use it up, and so I can get a new foundation, because that just is something I'm trying to be not like use up everything I own. So yeah. Other things, probably with my new job, I will be moving away, but having a going away party with all the friends I have here, because I have friends from high school that still live in town. I have friends from college who have moved out to this area, and I have friends from grad school who have also moved to this area, or have moved back to this area, because one of my best friends from grad school, she is also from Southern California, although north of LA. But yeah, so in this case, I'm like, I want to maybe host a party. I'm always worried that when I host a party, nobody's ever going to show up. Like, that has happened to me on multiple occasions in my life, so that is always a major fear that I have. But yeah, I think I would like to host a party, and in that case, I can try a bunch of different, try to make some different fun mocktails, and I say mocktails because I know a lot of my friends would be driving over, so they, just for safety, they could have not have to have drinks, or that, having the fun mocktails, because there's a whole thing about the dry weddings versus open bars, and it's there's not a problem with a dry wedding. You just got to make sure you have a lot of drink options, and you've got to have other forms of entertainment, because the alcohol does act as entertainment, and people are like, oh my god, you wouldn't say that about other illicit substances. And I was like, okay, but I look at it from the perspective of yeah, you can have at a kid's birthday party face painting. And I use face painting as the option, or like a bouncy castle. You can have a bouncy castle, or not have a bouncy castle. Shouldn't be asking for people to pay for the bouncy castle, for the guests. But then also in all of that, it's like, if you don't have a bouncy castle, that's totally cool. You just have other things. You can't have just people sitting around, or if you have people sitting around, you have like a larger community that pushes that, like helps elevate that, so it makes it fun. You have the like, so if there's somebody who's like not from that like community, that group, they feel welcomed in. But like, that's not fucking happening with so many of these like dry, because like I think of it from like a Muslim wedding, that's dry, but you have all the aunties and like friends and cousins, like getting everybody to dance, getting everybody to be social. It's already built in. Sorry I went on that, but I was just like thinking about it. Another thing I want to do, and this kind of actually goes back into some of the New Year's resolutions, is to do a fun run. There's a couple of options I have seen. I will probably do something actually out in Long Beach, because they seem to do a lot of these. I thought about doing the Huntington Beach like 4th of July, but I'm mostly just like, oh, the parking on that one would probably be a massive pain, but I may still do it. I'm gonna look into it again, probably today actually. But this I think will also be fun for videos for the summer, just to like be like, yeah, I'm doing all these things. The next one, and this is probably going to be the hardest one because I didn't realize how booked the whole area is I want to go to Yosemite. So I have actually never in my life been to Yosemite National Park. I have lived in California. I'm not going to say my entire life because I've lived in other states now, like for school. But I was born and raised in California. And it used to be that in like 6th grade, you would go to Yosemite at my middle school, but they couldn't afford it anymore. So I never went. I never went with my parents because my dad is not much of a, like, both my parents are not big campers. And when I say not big campers, I mean like my mom would go camping with Girl Scouts when she was a troop leader, but she didn't want to have to like do all the afterwards stuff, all the clean out. And my dad would go camping as a kid, but his mother did all the clean out, and my mom was not going to do that for him, for her children generally. So she's like, nope, we're not doing that. So I've just never been to Yosemite. I want to go. So I'm going to have to like organize it and look for stuff, and maybe I'll text a friend to be like, hey, do you want to come with me to go so we can like save some money and whatnot. But, ooh, I didn't get my ear, did I? Nope. Let me check. This like, my, what's its face? Blush has been a little bit acting up. Nope. Okay, good. Because also I realized I only have this as blush right now, so that is fun. That is my next goal, is to like go to Yosemite. And again, I lost, oh, there's the cap. God, I am so out of it for filming right now. It's kind of crazy. And a portion of why it kind of looked like it exploded is because I brought it with me on many trips, and I have not opened that sucker for, oh god, since I was probably like 3,000 feet, because I did not wear the last time I wore makeup. But yeah, so hopefully I can go to Yosemite. The big thing is you do need to get reservations to get in for some of the peak times, which I will try to schedule around that. But yeah, that's one that I'm like, ooh, I really do want to try to do, because I feel like I feel like a fake Californian for never having done any of the major national parks here. And I know I'm not that outdoorsy. Y'all never see me doing a lot of outdoorsy things, but still. The next one is trying 10 new recipes, because I'm home, I can cook. So I want to try 10 different recipes, because like that is something to try and explore. But yeah, that's the next one. It's not really exciting. I just go onto not Tumblr. I go onto Pinterest a lot and find whatever like recipes look good. I somehow accidentally set up my algorithm to a lot of vegetarian/vegan recipes, and I'm like, I swear it's not because I am, despite what my parents may think at points, that I'm trying. It's like, this just is what happens, and honestly, it is more environmentally friendly to be more plant-based. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I think especially with the amount of travel I've had to do recently, it helps. And I just spilled a bunch of powder on my like workspace, which I'm like, whoops, that was not what I meant to do, but that is what happened. So we are just kind of rolling with it. This is a hectic get ready with me. of just me talking about my summer goals. The next one, again, kind of silly, but also fun because, like, y'all have seen me perpetually fail at chocolate chip cookies every single Christmas Eve. I want to master a chocolate chip cookie recipe, so then y'all will have it for your next Vlogmas, so I can have it and just be like, ta-da! I did it! And then afterwards we can play with different recipes and find different variations, but like, if I can master a chocolate chip cookie recipe that is like my perfect cookie, I will be so happy. And the last two are other outings that I really want to do. The first being going mini golfing. I went mini golfing back in 2023 when I went up to Door County with Mia. That was the last time I'd gone mini golfing, and I had fun. I accidentally bumped some of it a little too hard because like I was not used to having that much power, / also things were like, what's its face? Like I had to do it like with my eyes closed, so I didn't know how much power. Like I felt like I have a little bit easier time if I didn't have to have my eyes closed. But yeah, so that one, I want to do that again. And Disneyland has like some mini golf going on at one of the hotels that you don't even need to be a guest at to go to. So I want to do that, and maybe I'll take y'all along for it. And then the other is go to the zoo. And I know like the zoo I grew up going to was the San Diego Zoo, which is about 2 hours south from here. My parents had memberships, and so even though we didn't live in San Diego anymore, like, and I've never actually lived in San Diego, my parents used to, and they had the membership, so we'd go down there. But I'm thinking maybe I'll go to the LA Zoo, maybe I'll go to like the Santa Ana Zoo, I'll go to a different zoo just to check it out and see, because like I think I'd been to the Santa Ana Zoo once when I was a very, very small child, but I think I'd like to go again just to see. I know one of them actually has a pretty good ape program, and I think they also have like some lemurs. Whichever one has lemurs, because I know for a while one of the zoos, I think it was the LA Zoo, would use the Shifak cockerel, which is the Zabumafu lemur, as part of their advertisements, and I freaking love Zabumafu. Like, Muhammad will talk about how the first time I saw one in person, I almost cried. Because, yeah, he was there with me when that happened at the Cincinnati Zoo, which at least one of those lemurs, if not both, are actually descended from Zabumafu, like Julian, who is Zabumafu. So, yeah, I was like, okay, that's like the other two. And again, it's just like fun outings to check out that I haven't done in, like, I mean, okay, the zoo stuff, I go to the zoo pretty frequently. I went to the Cincinnati Zoo at least once a year, sometimes twice. I think I went to the Cincinnati Zoo twice in 2024, but like, yeah, go back again, go to a new zoo, check it out, and just have fun because it's summer. I don't really have many responsibilities. I was gonna wear this, but then I actually decided I'm gonna go with this darker lip because I do enjoy a good dark lip. Back in like sophomore year of college, I wore almost entirely like purple Colourpop liquid lipsticks. That was like, or like a brown mauve color. Those were my go-tos. Okay, yeah, I am always a fan of a dark berry purpley lipstick. So this is everything, and that was my, like I said, summer bucket list. So I think this will be kind of fun to complete, and I'll have y'all join along with me as I go about doing this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!